You're waiting for choosing signals because you're a scared little bitch. You don't like waiting for choosing signals from women because they actually make any real scientific sense. You like waiting for choosing signals from women because you like waiting for permission to act. It's like the little kid that needs to be constantly reassured that the food isn't spicy before he takes a bite. If you have to wait for choosing signals to make your approach, then you're defeating the entire point of cold approach pickup. The major difference between a cold approach pickup and warm approach is the fact that in a cold approach pickup situation, there is no prior form of contact. She doesn't know you from anywhere, she has no previous recollection of you, you have no real leg to stand on and no crutches to lean on. In that particular scenario, you have to create the emotional relevance on the spot. So how ironic is it to go into that kind of scenario frantically looking for some kind of a warm approach signal? Because what a choosing signal is, if you really think about it, is something that kind of replicates what you would catch or what you would usually see in a warm approach type of situation. It's the kind gesture or friendly wave or familiar smile of a girl that you run into at the same place over and over and over again. It's trying to find a way to make yourself seem familiar to her without having to do any of the work to actually become emotionally relevant to her. Again, it's a mental crutch because you can just go and make the attempt to create that emotional relevance anyway, signal or not. The worst thing I hate about choosing signals is how it gives men an excuse to not approach at all. Oh, she didn't give me any choosing signals. It would have been a waste of my time. How do you know? Many of relationships, amazing, successful relationships, have been created out of thin air from an approach where there was no choosing signals. More than likely because the girl didn't even notice the guy first. In fact, in my personal experience, those are the best approaches by far. The ones where you just kind of spawn into her personal space and then she has to deal with you and take in all of you at the same time without being prepared for it. Excellent. Because then she can't do this thing in her mind where she judges you before you show up or prepare for you somehow. You completely win the game before it even starts, and she's constantly one step behind. If you want to learn the secrets of how to maintain a lead like that, I highly recommend the interview. The very first section of that program is dedicated to the approach, how to actually show up in front of women, talk to them, create emotional relevance out of thin air, get the number, and get that in a way that they actually text and reply you. If you're ready to transform your dating life from scratch, link in the bio. The moral here is to stop being a little bitch. You don't need to ask her for some kind of subconscious permission to approach her. You're not entitled to any woman, but the ability to make an attempt to approach is your birthright. It's been Jason, favorite scientist, that with all this information, what you must.
Yes?
Hi, yeah.
You have probably the prettiest resting bitch face I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you so much.
What's your
Thank
name?
you. My name is
I'm Jason.